TV presents the Lake of the Ozarks Marine Dealers Association 2014 Overland Park Boat Show. Sponsored by Captain Ron's Bar and Grill, Hydro Hoist Boat Lifts, Ozarks Barge and Dock Service, Ozark Yacht Club, Polylift, Roughwater Dock, Somerset Boat Lifts, and Towboat US.
We're here with Mike Carnegie, the new director of the Lake Ozark Marine Dealers Association. Mike, you are new to the Lake Ozark Marine Dealers Association, but you're not new to the lake.
No, Deborah, we're not. You and I have been doing this for a long, long time. I was with the Lake West Chamber of Commerce for 12 years, and so I've been at the lake, well, since 1990, full time. We moved down there, and it's just been a wonderful experience, and I'm looking forward to some new challenges here at the Marine Dealers Association.
Well, you're certainly well qualified to take the place of a man who is iconic in terms of the boat shows in the Marine Dealers Association. But he is going to he wants to rest a little easier these days, but we all are going to miss Mike Atkinson.
Oh, definitely. Mike has been a godsend to me on this transition. He actually has put together the Marine Dealers Association, been from it from the start, developed this show, all the other in-water boat shows, and just held this whole association together. Can't say enough about the great work Mike has done over the years for the association.
Well, and of course, you had to start big.
Yes.
Because you dived in just, a few months ago.
Yes.
And now here we are at the Overland Park Boat Show, which is the crown jewel, of the boat shows that marine dealers put on, and maybe a lot of boat shows across the nation.
It is. We own this show here, and we've done it. This is our 12th year here at Overland Park. Love coming up this area and just bringing the Lake of the Ozarks up here to the KC Metro and the Overland Park area. It's fantastic. Everybody enjoys it. The dealers just love it up here. And great show. Come on out, and we'll be here again next year.
And you have to be happy about the show because in terms of not just the crowds, which has started Thursday evening, we're now on Saturday. Thursday evening, you had a good crowd here. Yesterday, on Friday, during the day, you had great crowds. Also, though, you have a tremendous turnout in terms of exhibitors as well.
Yes, we are. We had our numbers up from Friday. We're up 9% in attendance already. Looking for a great Saturday and Sunday. We've got new boat lines here. We're completely full, both in the bulk space and the booth space. A whole bunch of different things, new items in the marine industry. So it's been a great deal, and we have a waiting list. So that's always a good thing when you're a promoter of it.
And not only do you come along right in time to handle the Overland Park Show, you come along in the year that they add a brand new show.
They did. We're going to have another show over in St. Charles, Missouri, and that's going to be March 6th through the 9th this year, our first year. We're looking excited for it. We're going to try to just take this show that we do in Overland Park and move it over to St. Charles into the St. Louis metro area. So it's going to be a big year. Yeah, and we just dove right in. And again, thank goodness Mike Atkinson's here to kind of help me through and hold my hand a little bit as we get going. But it's going to be great.
And then, of course, I always love the Overland Park Boat Show because, the Kansas City area is my hometown. So it's one of my favorites. But I have to say, truly my favorite is the spring in-water when we get really back on the water with these boats.
Yes, we've got the April in-water boat show there at Dog Days. That's ready for that because we are, like I said, we are on the water. Summer's right there next to us, and we're ready to get out on the boats and really test drive those boats. That's one thing that's great about the in-water shows. You can actually get in them. The dealers will get you out there, and you can test drive all the boats that are down there, and that's wonderful. Then we wrap up kind of the season there in September with our fall clearance boat show. We do that at Captain Ron's every September, and so we kind of get the end of the year and start planning again, but that's a great one. And I'd be remiss if I didn't promote our lakeboatstore.com, which is our MLS system that we have here at the Marine Dealers Association. If you want to look for a 28-foot open bow boat, you stick that into that search engine, and it'll pop up all the 28 open bow boats that are listed there from all of our great dealers.
Even at the time of year when we have a polar vortex coming through, you can reach the Lake Ozark Marine Dealers Association through your website. Mike, we're happy to have you on board. Very excited to know that we're going to see you at the boat shows, that you're involved with Marine Dealers Association. Best of luck to you. One of our favorite people.
Thank you, Deborah. It's always great to see you, and we appreciate you covering us.
Stick around. We're going to go look at some great boats here at the Lake Ozark Marine Dealer Overland Park Boat Show. Hey, Ron Dugan, how you doing?
Doing great.
How are things at Captain Ron's? I hear, rumor has it, that there's been some renovations taking place that I'm pretty ecstatic about, and I think a lot of the families will be too.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat deal. We're trying to transform even more the inside of the restaurant to look more like a pirate ship, be a little more interactive with the customers, and we've had a guy in there doing some painting and some work, and we've moved our cannons, and we're going to actually have live cannons that are shooting out smoke and booming, and it's kind of neat. We're excited about it. We're excited about it. And we're gonna be talking to our pirate crew that comes off the Gypsy Rose, and they're gonna come in the restaurant and do some skits, and so it should be pretty interactive this year. We're excited about it.
Let's talk about the Gypsy Rose for a little bit. Do people get married on it?
We haven't had anybody get married on it yet. They get married on the beach. And then we've had some groups that have taken a little cruise and afterwards, but they can get married on it.
We'll let them, won't we?
We can marry them on the Gypsy Rose just like we do on the beach.
Exactly.
But we'll have 6 or 7 weddings every year, and it's kind of a neat place. You don't have to go all the way to Florida to get on the beach and get married, and people really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Another thing I love about Ron's is there's plenty of places to put your boat.
There are. We have 108 dock slips, and there's a lot of places to tie up your boat. We have plenty of parking, and it's great for events, and that's why we have so many.
Of course, we feature your incredible food twice a month on your hometown marina, and you're telling me you got some new menu items coming up.
We do. We just got done with a food review here in Kansas City, and we're still keeping the same basic things from Captain Ron that we've always had, and the favorites that everybody comes there for.
I can name like 10 of them.
Yeah, there's several of them, and of course our grouper is outstanding. We won't do anything to touch that, but we're going to feature a fresh seafood, fresh fish this year. A little more healthy items, but each month we're going to feature a different kind of seafood or fish, and we'll have several different menu items for that, and so we're going to do that each month of the season, and the food is fantastic. We had a day-long taste testing, and we're excited about it. It's going to be great, and gives people something new to look forward to when they come to eat at Captain Ron's.
You got to be holding your breath for all the events, because you do host a number of very well-known lake area events. Do you want to run through a short list, or are you ready for that yet?
No, we do. Obviously, in the spring we do a lot of bass and crappie tournaments and things like that. But the season really gets started with our biggest event in the spring is Brostock, which is the largest wakeboarding competition in the country. And it's a fantastic weekend. It's June 5th through the 7th. And the competition is actually on Friday and Saturday. And it is some amazing wakeboarding. If
you talk about off-the-charts excitement, you're going to find it at Brostock.
It is. And, there's been a lot of publicity about the GoPro cameras. Mm-hmm. Well, they've had them, at Brostock, each of the last couple years, and they're everywhere, and they put them on their wakeboards, and there's some amazing footage from these guys, and some of the tricks they do is just spectacular. I mean, they bring in the top 25 wakeboarders in the country. I mean, not in the world, not just the country, but in the entire world. So they fly them in from everywhere, and it's some fantastic
right there
wakeboarding.
At the Lake of the Ozarks.
It is, and it's great. We're really thrilled to be hosting that.
You start your season with a very exciting event, off the charts, and then you end it with an off-the-chart exciting event, the shootout.
We do that little event called the shootout, which takes about a year of planning on our part, but it's grown and grown. It's everything that we had hoped it would be. We were able to donate $115,000 to 22 organizations last year.
At the lake.
Yeah. And that was one of our goals, to get to 100,000 after the first 5 years, which we did. Our goal is to get to $250,000 at the end of 10 years. And we've got some sponsors on board this year that, we may get there quicker than 10 years. So we're excited about it. It brings in not only just local people and people from the Midwest that come in and race whatever boat that they have, which is the integrity of the event, but
right.
But it also brings in some race teams from all over the country, and in fact in Canada and
international.
It's we have a guy that comes in from Norway every year, and they're just coming from everywhere, and it's it's just an unbelievable event. And it's a 10-day long events, with everything from remote control boat racing to golf tournaments, and we're all there for the same reason, that is to raise money for these charities. And these guys spend a ton of money coming to the Lake of the Ozarks just to help us raise money for these charities. And so they're super guys and gals, and obviously it wouldn't be anything without them. But it's a cool event, and we had about 110,000 people show up during the week-long events, and we just think it's just going to keep growing. And
it's hard to believe. It's really fun to watch it grow. And I know if people want to find out more about Captain Ron's or any of your businesses, they can go to your website. They can also find out how they can support the shootout by buying a brick.
Absolutely. And we put up a memorial for Bob Morgan last year, and we're selling memorial bricks. And it doesn't have to be for Bob, it can be for anybody. I know my father passed away last year, and some people have bought bricks for him. That's nice. So it can be for anything or anybody. But all that money all the proceeds of that goes to the shootout charities.
I don't know about you, but I feel really good about 2014 right now.
No, I do too.
I'm looking forward.
There's a lot of excitement in the air. Yeah. There's always this show, the Overland Park Boat Show, is a great indication for the upcoming season. And people are they're buying boats, they're excited about coming to the Lake of the Ozarks and enjoying the lake. And obviously that's good for all the businesses down there. And as that that just spurs more and more growth and more opportunities for people to be successful, and it's just it's a great place to live, and
it is
a great place to raise your family.
It really is. A lot of people don't think that, but I think it's one of the best places to raise a family.
I've been down there 30 years, and
You've been there, done that.
I've got 5 children, and 2 of them are gone now, but we've got 3 more that we're raising, and it's just a wonderful place.
It really is. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for chatting with us today, and we'll look forward to seeing you a lot through the months to come.
You're welcome. Thanks so much.
We are here with Hydro Hoist, and we are celebrating a huge anniversary this year, Joanne.
Yes, we are. Hydro Hoist is celebrating its 50th anniversary of helping customers with their boat lift needs.
You really get to boast about being the very first company to introduce lifts to the market.
Yes, we are actually, what the sign says, we're the market originators. 50 years ago, we started helping people with their boat lift needs. And for 50 years now, we've been innovative in product development and helping people on a daily basis.
That is something to be proud of, and also you lead the way in actually manufacturing the tanks as well as the hardware and metal that goes on a lift.
Yes. Hydro Hoist has a plastics company called Rotec, and so our engineers have developed a tank for us. We're the only boat lift company on the market that has a tank engineered specifically for their own boat lift. So we're very happy with that. We can attach all of our steel to the tank, and so when your lift is in the up position, all that steel is out of the water now. We've eliminated tank bands completely.
What I love about Hydro Hoist is it doesn't stop at the tank.
Right.
You take it onto the dock, of course, with the control panels.
Yes.
I told you earlier, I love Hydro Hoist because they're made for people like me. They'll take you step by step and hold your hand. That goes everywhere from the lift to the control. Let's talk about the easy controls that Hydro Hoist has developed, a no-brainer, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. We have an example of the 3 controls that we've brought to the market. Of course, we have our standard manual one where you have to open a valve or close a valve. You hit a button to turn the blower motor on or off. And then we've taken it to the next level where you say, somebody go raise the lift. You hit a button, you push a button that says raise. The lift goes up. You push a button that says stop, the lift stops. You push a button that says down, the lift goes down. Very intuitive.
Imagine that.
It's very simple. Why nobody's...
It's amazing it took that many years to get to that.
Yeah. It took us about 49 years to figure that one out. But
we're here now, though, and we're thankful. And then also you have the remote.
We do have a remote. Again, we have up, down, and board height. You've got a key fob that's, it's like a garage door opener. You tell it to go up, it goes up. You tell it to go down, it goes down. And then when you leave, it can go into a monitor mode. So it's watching your lift to make sure nothing's happening to the lift into the boat while you're away.
Super important.
Yeah, absolutely. It's wonderful.
Well, and also, speaking of remedial, speaking of boating for blondes, you have a new product that I just love because it tells you just exactly where to aim when you're docking your boat.
Yes, we have a bow guide now. So when we install the lift, we can also install a bow guide for the boat. You can bring it in, you know exactly where to aim. And then if you get a little close to the dock, it's there to protect the fiberglass on your boat so it's not going to get all scratched up. So we have the bow guide, and then we've also introduced nice big corner bumpers for you too. So if you need a little help bringing it in or backing it out, we manufacture them with a non-marring compound, and so it's not going to scratch your boat. It's not going to leave big black marks all over the place. Nobody will even know you hit it. We are actually, you know, we've got the boat protection package, we've got the lift. You know, the whole concept is helping you take care of your boat, taking care of your investment, and being able to enjoy the lake. Don't worry about it. Yeah, your boat's on a hydro hoist lift. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Joanne, one thing that I'm impressed with is the advances in the lifts for the personal watercraft.
Yes.
There's such a wide age group of people who use personal watercraft now. Some of them a little bit older than others,
Right.
and they really add stability. When you go to get on these things, that's something that in the past has been a little treacherous getting on and off of a PWC.
Yes.
These really give you stability.
Yes. The beauty of it is there's plenty of capacity. There's 1,625 pounds, so you've got the capacity there, so you don't get any kind of tippy on there. We use the steel mooring link that makes it really nice and solid. We have the inline rollers, and we've got the 2 bow rollers, so it's dovetailed on the back, so it's a nice on and a gentle off. So it's really a user-friendly product for all age groups. And you have to worry about somebody operating a control box. You don't need electricity there. You don't need something on the dock to get in the way, so they can handle the rough water, the calm waters, inside a slip, outside of a slip, front mount, side mount. I mean, it's universal appeal. It's a wonderful product. Another innovative product from Hydro Hoist.
Well, we can see why Hydro Hoist is still going strong after 50 years, and we congratulate you and wish you 50 more.
Well, thank you very much.
I don't know what we will see by then.
I know. You won't see me.
Maybe, I don't know. Thanks so much, Joanne. We'll see you this season.
All right, thank you.
We are here with Ozark Barge and Dock. Steve, this is not just another business for you. This is about family for you because it's a family business that's been at the lake for decades now.
Yeah, we've been around for close to 30 years now and came a long way from the beginning, so we got a lot of pride in what we do.
You literally know the lake very well. Having been at the lake for so many decades and seeing all the changes, especially changes with Ameren and the shoreline regulations, you've got to be a highly valuable asset to people when they go out and have to buy a place and they're looking at either changing a dock or building a new one. Your depth of knowledge is just endless when it comes to these regulations.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. You got to pretty much first thing I do is see what their property's like, make sure what they're wanting to do is a possibility. And then you got to go through all the stuff, the electrical deal. You got to get the permits for that now, which is a good deal because that's needed to be done a long time ago. And so the regulations are really pretty good because it kind of gives everybody a fair chance of having what they deserve for what their property is. And yeah, I got a lot of knowledge in it for sure.
The docks anymore are not just a place to put your boat. They're becoming more like a second entertainment area for our families. Have you seen a lot of that through Ozark Barge and Dock?
Yeah, we do a lot of higher-end custom stuff, and we do a lot of people want the outdoor kitchen situation anymore where they can have all that down there. And like the Ameren limits you to an 8x10 storage shed. We did a storage shed kind of kitchen combo deal for a guy last summer, and he had close to $70,000 in his outdoor kitchen area deal, which is crazy.
I was on a 10,000 square foot dock last summer, and I just would have never thought I'd see anything like that in my life.
Yeah, that's a big boat dock. That's probably one of the biggest residential docks in the country.
I think so.
And that's a nice project. That was we get into quite a few of them anymore. Not quite that big, but half that size maybe.
That dock is gorgeous, and it is so stable. You can't feel it move. I mean, you go from the house to the dock, there's no more shaky walks along the way. It feels like solid ground.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole dock, it ended up weighing like over 400,000 pounds. So it's big, and got kind of put a wave break around it. And there's like 18 sea anchors out there holding it in place. So it was a big project for sure.
That's an interesting point you just brought up, because when people think docks, they think what we're looking at right here, right now. But it actually goes deep with the dock. It's about what's underneath the dock as well, right?
Yeah. Seems like every property has its own characteristics. And that's why you really all do a base drawing for people and then go see their property. And usually I always look it up on the aerial photographs that you got available through the counties and stuff down there. And you can kind of get a good idea what you're facing before you go to the property. And, then you got to design your anchoring system and how that's all going to work out for them after you go there and take a final look at it.
Well, I know you guys are experts about what needs to go on underneath in order to keep it stable, keep it floating, and you also are great at customizing, but you also make some beautiful docks. It's not just about how big they are or how stable they are. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous to look at.
Well, thanks. We put a lot into it, and we do them all over, really. We do a lot of them up here in Kansas City area, and most of them have like an upper deck because they can only have a smaller dock, so they really ain't got room to put their boat and also have a swim deck off the side. So we do an upper deck on those, and we probably sell an average of 12 a year up in Kansas City area.
Well, I know that folks will probably be able to see you at the St. Louis Boat Show and the St. Charles Boat Show.
Yeah, we're going to go there.
And then will we see you in April down on the water at Dog Days?
Probably, maybe. We'll see.
Sure,
It gets so busy right then, it's hard to go do stuff like that. So you kind of got to focus on getting stuff done for everybody.
Well, I know once season starts, or even before season actually starts for others, you are a really busy guy. So I'm glad that we could grab you today. If people want to get a hold of Ozark Barge and Dock online, how do they do it?
They can email me at steve@ozarkbarge.com.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Steve. Look forward to seeing you through the season.
Okay, thank you.
We're here with Sarah of Ozark Yacht Club, and I'm pretty much thinking if you need it, they have it. You're showing off your gift shop this time at the boat show. Let's talk about that, because people forget that you offer a lot of other things besides on the water.
We have the ship shop, which is on Bagnell Dam Boulevard, across from JJ Twigs. So we wanted to bring some of the items from there. It's just a small selection of what we do have, and kind of welcome Overland Park to what we've got, and we've done really good so far this year.
I don't want to sell it short either, because the ship shop actually has some pretty fascinating and unique items.
We do. We try to find stuff that not everybody has, and we've got model ships, we've got framed artwork, we have sail bags, which are really, really cool, made in the USA, so we're pretty proud of those.
I've been known to get lost in that ship shop. I'm just saying.
Me too, and I'm in there every day.
Exactly. Well, let's go on, because it doesn't stop at the ship shop. There's so many things to do just within Ozark Yacht Club that it's amazing. You could almost, aside from getting out on the water, you could stick around there and be pretty comfortable and entertained while you're there.
Yeah, we've got the lakeside villas that we have that we rent out. They can do nightly or extended stays. We've obviously got the Lakeside Cafe, which is a great opportunity for us, and we really enjoy. We've got some menu additions coming up this year, so we're excited about that. And
I'm just going to say Bloody Marys. They're very good at Ozark Yacht Club.
Well, thank you.
Just a little recommendation.
Yeah, thank you for that.
You heard it here on Lake TV.
Exactly. And obviously we've got boat rentals and sailing school and different things like that. We've got the beach that we finished up last year, so we're excited to get summer here and get everybody on the beach again.
And the slips are for more than just docking your boat, because a lot of people stay on their boats on your slips, correct?
We do. So we've got annual slip rentals, 12 by 24 up to 20 by 64, so we can fit pretty much any size. And we can do it monthly, small ones too if we need to, and it's a great opportunity for people to get on the water.
One thing that I notice when I'm at Ozark Yacht Club that I really love is you don't realize how close you are to all the activity once you get there. It's very easily located. It's easy to go all sorts of places at the lake from Ozark Yacht Club, but you're like in your serene little world once you're on site.
Yeah, and you're still not far from any, golfing or shopping or sightseeing, anything like that you want to do too. So it's kind of a self-contained, but we're close to probably what people want to do when they're on vacation as well.
Well, I know you guys have some incredible videos of your villas online that people can take a look at, correct?
We do, ozarkyachtclub.com, and if you go to the Lakeside Villas, then they can do a virtual tour, and it tells a little bit more in detail about how the configurations and the floor plans and things like that are, and then obviously there's rates and availability listed as well.
Hey, Mike Mawson with Polylift. How are things going? Are you having a good boat show?
We're having a great boat show. This is Sunday, and we're looking really good. We're really close to our goal for the show, which is positive for everybody. People are selling boats, closing on boats. We're selling lifts, water toys, everything. So it's been really good.
And looking forward to the season, there's an awful lot of events. Almost every primary event at the lake, Polylift is somehow involved in it and giving back to the community.
Yeah. We sponsor several events. I'm always sponsoring kids teams and all that, and Laker football, and we do some stuff for the Osage Indians. We're in parades and do all that stuff. But some of our big events that we do, we sponsor the Support Our Troops Midwest Boat Party Poker Run. We're a big sponsor of that, big participants of it. Then we also towards the end of the year, everybody knows about the shootout.
Right.
And we're the headline sponsor for the poker run there the Friday before the shootout, where it's the Polylift Poker Run, which is a lot of fun.
It's a good time.
We run in the shootout, and it's a good time. And now we've got the lake race this year too.
Yeah.
And we had that last year, and that seems like it's going to be a good event. There's so many things that are just keep getting better. The shootout. I mean, that whole week of events is
exactly. And
it's
of course,
fantastic.
one of the most eye-catching things at these events is your cat up on one of your lifts. It's amazing. Yeah. That's a big lift you got. That big boy on.
It is pretty, and we bring that big show lift everywhere to display it, and the racers they put their big cats up on there, and they look so nice, so nice. Everybody keeps wanting us to make one for a V-bottom. I made, then I'll have to have two at all these special events, but. We made that thing years ago for the very first OSS races we had here.
Wow.
And it's become our special event project. And it's a good display. People can get out there, walk around on it. Years ago we tried to put it in slips at marinas and stuff. And then you get so many people out there,
right.
The docks are literally sinking. So we made something that was just very big and could handle all the crowds and everything on it. We put a dock bar on it. I have a buddy that owns Select Dock Bars and Buildings, and he put a building on it for us, and we put an observation deck, and so that's been a nice attraction as well.
Spent a little time on that observation
yes.
deck at Aquapalooza myself last year.
Yes, we did an interview there last year.
Yeah, exactly. So it's always a good time. The boat shows and the events are about showing your stuff, showing the best and the best and the biggest and brightest. But you and I talk all the time about people don't realize and might not realize that you trade in pre-owned lifts. You can help people with that, and you broker them. Absolutely.
So many times people come to us and they'll have a lift and they'll want us to. And we'll take that in on trade. So now we have a used product that we can sell. We take most manufacturers in on trade. If we can't take it on trade, we can broker it for you. Or if you want to broker the lift yourself, we've got a very competitive brokerage program. When people are looking for boat lifts, they call a boat lift company. We have the largest selection of boat lifts on our property of anybody probably in the country. They can come and physically touch them. They're not looking at a picture. They're not doing this. If they want to come see it, they can. If they want us to send a picture, we can send them a picture. We're on the new Lake of the Ozarks Marine Dealers. We're on their boat site, and it's been a great deal.
And you service any type of lift?
Absolutely. People call us and they say, "Hey, I've got this brand. You probably won't work on that." Well, I say, "Let me go look at it." Most of the brands we've been around long enough. We can typically take care of them, get them going again, and get it fixed. And it may not be our product, but we've helped a customer out, and they'll remember us in the future and call us again.
Well, we're always really proud to know that you're hometown boys and you're a hometown company. You employ a lot of people at the Lake of the Ozarks. We're also really proud to tell people that you're an international company as well. You've gone all over the world.
Yeah, we are very local. We support our community. Mark and I both graduates of Camdenton High School. It's fun when you run into friends. I had a friend that came in. He's going to buy a boat lift from us. That was a year older than my brother in high school.
Wow.
And I haven't even told Mark about that yet. But it's that type of thing. And then the international stuff. That comes from events right here. That's what's so cool about it. The shootout. Right. Us participating in some of these events, these big racers and people come from all over the country and all over the world, and they see these things and they're like, hey, we got to do this. I want one of those. We've got a big fancy lift up in Norway. We've got one in Africa, Canada, Mexico. There's several locations, and if somebody wants it, we'll make it. We'll design it and take care of them.
At the end of the day, it's good to know, too, that you are our hometown boys.
Thanks.
Well, we'll look forward to having a great season. I'm feeling really good about 2014. How about you?
I feel really well. It's looking good. We've steadily increased the last few years. This has been the most positive feeling I've had at a boat show in some time. And the last few years, it's gotten better and better. But it's just been, people are happy and talking, and we're selling some products.
That's
so
good.
it's been good.
Well, as always, thanks for talking to us, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. And we're back at the last day of the Lake Ozark Marine Dealer Association Boat Show here in Overland Park, Kansas, talking with Rough Water Docks. And you're saying that for you guys, it's starting more and more to become all about creativity.
It really is. I mean, just imagination. We love building custom-made docks. I mean, you can put a tiki bar on there, a shed, anything you want, another level, jumping platform, helicopter pad. You name it, we can build your imagination.
Now, I look at some of your amazing creations, which are oftentimes 2 stories tall on
Yes,
water,
ma'am.
and it is rough water docks for a reason, because the lake can be a little dicey. I guess you have a lifetime, though, with your dad and experience and ingenuity in these to make sure that they're safe and sound, too.
It really is. I mean, it's amazing just watching my dad. He's done it since I was born. That's 22 plus years.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool what he knows, and I'm just coming up learning about it, and it's just really cool. And we really do have good docks, strong docks for the rough water or for the back of no wake coves.
It's interesting how the dock anymore is an extension of the lake home. It's no longer just a place for your boats.
No, I mean, it can go anywhere you want to. It's good.
One of my favorite things that you showed me, as I told you, is from my youth, because we used to fish in actually a dock that had a garage door, so it was an indoor fishing area, and you had a request for that recently.
We had someone come in Saturday asking to get a garage door on a slip, which we can do anything you want, just like that, a garage door. I mean, and then we had a fishing hole guy that came, and he actually got it. We built a building up and around his fishing hole and one for outside, so if it was raining, you could go inside and actually fish in a little fishing hole.
It's incredible.
It really is.
Well, I know if folks want to see more of these models and find out what you can do for them, customize for them, or if they just want something simple, you guys can have that covered.
Oh, yes.
How do they get a hold of you?
You can just call 573-374-0470. You can talk to my dad, John Crabtree, or myself. And we're right there in Sunrise Beach on Highway 5 across from Como Electric, and we build our docks down by the Hurricane Deck Bridge.
Very cool. And I'm sure we can find you online.
Oh, yes. We like it rough.net.
Exactly. Love it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we're looking forward to coming out and maybe getting the boat and cruising around and seeing some of your docks this year.
Yes, we can. Like us on Facebook as well.
Exactly.
Got pictures on there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
As
Thank
always.
you.
And we're here with Somerset Boat Lifts, where your mainstay is the Galva Hoist.
Galva Hoist, and a new product now called Roto Hoist, and it's another choice for somebody to make.
Now, in comparison, why would someone go with the Roto Hoist over the Galva Hoist?
The Roto tanks are not as the thick 1-inch thick tank like the extruded polyethylene is, so we've come up with a more reasonable product for calmer water and to get into another line. Well, what you're looking at is a new product we called Roto Hoist. It is a rotomold polyethylene. It is not like the extruded tank that we have, but it is a very reliable polyethylene tank. It has a sturdy heavy-duty frame on it, even though it's a lesser expensive model. We use UHMW bushings. We have this model is a tri-tune model with 6 bunks, and we have lifts for V-bottom boats. We have lifts for tri-tunes, and we're excited about this product. It's a lift that is more economical, but we still feel that it'll handle Lake of the Ozarks pretty good.
Excellent. A lot of times people do just constantly think rough water when they think about the lake. Unfortunately, we do have some calm water here and there.
We got some, but most of the time I call it Lake of the Ocean.
Yes.
So we still have our extra heavy duty Galvo hoist, and very proud of that product, but we're trying to diversify, and this is what we're doing.
When you originally chose Galvo hoist, what is it about the Galvo hoist lifts that really drew you to them and decided for you to go with them and represent them?
Well, we were a Galvo lift dealer for a long time, and it was an extremely popular and rugged lift. So when we broke away from Shoremaster, we decided that we would build the Galvo hoist, and they were discontinuing the Galvo lift, so that's how we basically got into that line of manufacturing.
And I noticed, of course, we have the PWC lifts. It's almost like every dock has to have one now.
Every dock has to have one. We do have a drive up, but this is our most popular model. It's with the extruded polyethylene pipe, and it's a front mount, and it's the most user-friendly one that we have. It has real good trade-in value, and the resale value is great on it. So the only thing I can tell you is that it's built for the lake, and it'll pick up any PWC that there is out there.
Now, a very important component to lifts, of course, are the boxes and the mechanism that sit on the dock. Right. And, of course, you're pretty proud of those as well, having those in your inventory.
Yep, we've got those in our inventory. We have on the PWs, it's a single valve, but when you get into the lifts, it's a double valve.
Okay, excellent.
Yep.
And do you have the remote capability?
We do not make remotes. We rely on First Mate and Captain's Choice to supply that product. They have the knowledge and the technology to do that, so we rely on those two companies.
Now, of course, it's always great to see you at the boat shows, but people can find you at the lake year-round.
It's only been about 30 years of them, but yeah, we're happy to be here. The boat show is clicking right now, and we're looking for a really good year, and so we're excited.
2014 is already shaping up quite well, it seems.
It's we jumped right out of the box on Thursday night, had customers and had some sales, and we're excited.
You betcha. Well, it's great to see you as always. We'll look forward to seeing you throughout the season.
Thanks.
There's 365 days in a year, but Towboat saw how many people that you helped get away from being stranded at the lake last year.
We had over 400 calls last year at the lake, so we were out that many times, and that's the stuff that we actually made a ticket on and charged for. We do a lot of other stuff too. We help out it just because we want to help the community and the boaters in general.
Well, one of my favorite, the only type of insurance I really like is AAA, and to me, you guys are AAA on the water.
It's basically the same thing. You pay a $67 a year annual fee, and then there's nothing out of pocket. We'll come get you. If you break down, run out of gas, need a jump start, anything like that, we'll come get you home, and nothing out of pocket. You sign the ticket, and away we go.
Just any time, night and day. I can't imagine why anyone would not have this service.
Well, I'd like to think that everybody ought to have it too. You know, we provide the service to people whether they have it or not. It's just a lot more money out of pocket if you don't have the service. If you have the service and you pay it up front, then it's like, say, you sign the ticket, and away we go.
Right. Well, I like the point that you say you'll provide the service. It's just
a little more expensive.
It's a little more expensive. Preferably someone signs up with you, and for that
Absolutely.
rate, it's amazingly affordable considering the temperatures we get in the summer at the lake can be deadly.
Absolutely.
And if you have to stay out there too long, so I've always wondered this. Sometimes you don't have a cell signal on the lake. So do you find what do people do? Is just keep looking at their bars and hope for the best?
Stand up on the front of the boat or whatever it takes. We do listen to the radio, channel 16 on VHF at the Lake of the Ozarks. It's really not a good option for you because with the hills and stuff, it's line of sight communication, and it doesn't work very well. But we do, and the other thing is a lot of times wave somebody down. Even if you don't have a signal, maybe they could go somewhere where they can and get a hold of us so we can come take care of you.
Absolutely. I don't want to have stereotypes here, but I think usually it's the woman going, well, just wave someone down. And the guy's like, no, we can do this. We can get this started. You're just like, just wave them down.
It is amazing. Most people, when you roll up on them, they're just tickled to death to see you because they're adrift. You know, they don't know what to do. They're out in the middle of the lake, and just need help now.
And now, of course, at the Lake of the Ozarks, we have 1,200 miles of shoreline, at least close to that. So it could take you a while to get. Do you have multiple boats out on the water?
It does. It is a big lake, you know, being 92 miles long and all that big arms. But we have 4 boats on the lake now. We added another boat this summer. And we've always, especially on the weekends, we have a manned, you know, and even during the week, we've got a couple of us that are always raring to go, looking for something to do. So yeah, our response time, we really pride ourselves on that. You know, it's very seldom more than an hour, usually closer to 30 minutes, because we do have boats. We have one at the 11, we have a couple in the Glaze, at the mouth of the Glaze by the bridge, and then we have another one clear up to 31. So it doesn't, unless you're way up in the big numbers, it doesn't take us very long to get there.
You're pretty close just about everywhere. Yep. Now, I like to point out, it is Towboat US. So they buy a membership. That does not just apply to the Lake of the Ozarks. They can be in Florida, and if there's a provider down there, be able to get help.
That is very true. There's over 300 Boat US providers in the United States. The $67 plan we offer is a freshwater inland lake and river program, which means basically it's good anywhere in the country with the exception of the coast, 30 miles of the coast, and the state of Florida. Now, they do have a program. It's $149, which is still a great deal that covers everywhere. Wow. So I mean, you can, and even if you boat here most of the time, go down there once in a while, you can upgrade when you go down there. They prorate it. It's still a great plan.
Right. Absolutely, because so many people from Missouri do spend time in Florida. I have friends that pay that $149 so that they have it everywhere.
Absolutely, the average tow nationwide is $600. So I mean, it only takes once to. You can pay even the $149. You can pay that a long time before you even cover one tow.
One more time so people can get a hold of you before they get in trouble. How do they contact you?
The easiest way is to call us. It's 573-216-4701, and we'll get them signed up. We can even do it over the phone. They can go to our website, which is laketow.blogspot.com. They can sign up on there, or just if you see us somewhere, flag us down. We'll be glad to sign you up on the water.
Well, I'm glad I haven't had to see you on the water yet, but it's nice to know you'll be there if I ever need to.
Absolutely.
Lake of the Ozarks Marine Dealers Association 2014 Overland Park Boat Show. Sponsored by Captain Ron's Bar and Grill, Hydro Hoist Boat Lifts, Ozarks Barge and Dock Service, Ozark Yacht Club, Polylift, Roughwater Dock, Somerset Boat Lifts, and Towboat US.